Romeo Roland was a French dramatist, novelist, essayist, art historian, and mystic who was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1915. He was deeply interested in Indian culture and embraced the work of the philosophers of India, especially conversations with Rabindranath Tagore and Mohandas Gandhi. He was strongly influenced by the Vedanta philosophy of India, primarily through the works of Swami Vivekananda. This chapter is an extract from his book Life of Vivekananda. It discusses with vividness and sensitivity Vivekananda's first journey to America to attend the Parliament of Religions. This journey was indeed an astonishing adventure. The young Swami went into it at random with his eyes shut. He had heard vaguely of a parliament of religions to be opened someday, somewhere in America, and he had decided to go to it. Although neither he nor his disciples, not his Indian friends, students, pandits, ministers, or maharajas had taken any trouble to find out about it. He knew nothing, neither the exact date nor the conditions of admission. He did not take a single credential with him. The writer begins by saying that the journey was a surprising adventure because when Vivekananda went, he did not have any information regarding the Parliament of Religions, when and where it was to take place. All that he knew was it was to take place in America, and he made up his mind to go. None, neither his disciples nor his friends, pandits, ministers, or the rulers of those times bothered to find out about it. He did not even know about the criteria for admission into the Parliament of Religions. He did not take a single letter of recognition or a supporting document which might let him in. He was totally naive about it. He went straight ahead with complete assurance, as if it was enough for him to present himself at the right time. God's time. And although the Maharaja of Khetri had taken his ticket on the boat for him, and despite his protests, had provided him with a beautiful robe that was to fascinate American idlers no less than his eloquence. Neither he nor anybody else had considered the climatic conditions and customs. He froze on the boat when he arrived in Canada in his costume of Indian pomp and ceremony. He made up his mind and was very confident that he would reach well in time for the occasion. He considered it God's wish. Maharaja of Khetri bought him a ticket for the marine journey and got him a beautiful saffron robe to wear for the occasion. When Vivekananda wore it to the Parliament of Religions, Americans were fascinated by the richness of the long flowing robe and its vibrant color as much as they were fascinated by his oratory. Eloquence means his ability to speak well in an effective way. The idea of finding about the climatic conditions or their customs did not across the minds of these simple folks. Canada, as you know, is a very cold country with no woolen garment to cover himself with. Vivekananda froze when he reached there. He was wearing the robe which the Maharaja of Khetri had gifted him. He left Bombay, now Mumbai, on 31st May 1893 and went by way of Ceylon, Penang, Singapore, Hong Kong, and then visited Canton and Nagasaki. Thence he went by land to Yokohama, seeking Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo. Everywhere, both in China and Japan, his attention was attracted by all that might confirm his hypothesis, his conviction, alike of the religious influence of ancient India over the empires of the Far East and of the spiritual unity of Asia. At the same time, the thought of the ills from which his country was suffering never left him, and the sight of the progress achieved by Japan reopened the wound. He sailed on 31st May 1893. The first place that he reached was Ceylon, now known as Sri Lanka. From there, he went down south to Penang, it's a Malaysian island, and then to Singapore. From Singapore, he went to Hong Kong which is in the northeast of India, in China, and then to Canton. This again is in China. From there, he went to Nagasaki, Japan. Then, by land route, he visited the different cities in Japan: Yokohama, Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo. Tokyo, you all know, is the capital city of Japan. In all the places that he toured, especially in China and Japan, he saw the religious influence of India and the spiritual unity of Asia. Special, sorry, Spiritual unity means the same religion was followed in all the countries of Asia, whatever their race, religion, or nationality. The harmony and unity which he saw everywhere was very much Indian in essence. The Buddhist religion followed in all the countries originated in India, and this Indian influence he could see there. He saw the magnanimity of Indian religion and its depth too. But at the same time, he could not forget the pain and suffering India was going through. He was flabbergasted to see when he saw the progress made by Japan, because Japan is a country of small islands prone to earthquakes and volcanoes, and there are not enough natural resources of their own. In spite of all odds, the country had made a tremendous progress simply because the people are hardworking and open to change. And at the same time, he felt sad and pathetic about India, whose mindset needed to be changed. We in India have a laid back, passive attitude, leaving things to take their own course, whereas what he saw in Japan, people taking initiative and advancing at great speed, opened his eyes wide and gave him a new way of thinking.